All right, so the playoffs are on right now while all the craziest stuff is happening. Right now, they're getting at Jay-Z even, man. And I'm a Bed-Stuy representative, you know what I'm saying? Like that's my soul. One to 8 years old is where you get a big chunk of your mentality and just like who you are as far as environment. My parents molded me, but my environment molds me too. So bed style is heavy in my heart, and like to go in on Biggie or Jay Z is like I mean the hometown can only do so much for you though too. You know what I'm saying? Like if you and listen, I don't know if Jay Z is that. You know what I'm saying? So like, but this is how it started with other things, there was scuttlebutt about Oprah, scuttlebutt about P. Diddy, and nobody believed it. And then all of a sudden it was true, or seems true allegedly. Like I said, I'm not man, listen, they're saying a lot of stuff and it would only make sense if it's true, but I still leave that little room. I'm not I know about how people get convicted on speculation, so I'm not gonna, say for certain yet until I've been convinced or shown more proof. But like I said, if you ask me if I think Taraji's telling the truth, yes. If I think Cassie was telling the truth, I'd say yes. If I think Monique is telling the truth, I'd say yes. If I think Cat Williams is telling the truth, I'd say yes. Okay, now that with that, oh, and Jay Z, that one I'm on the ropes about still too, because they showed a lot of stuff that looks suspect, but it's not the same way I feel with the others. So many things have been put out there with the others that is just not looking good. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, innocent until proven guilty. Even though they keep you in jail until you bail out, which is hypocrisy. You know. So anyway, but this ain't about that. We're gonna switch it up, like quick. I don't want to do the gossip forever. So what I came to tell you is there's a chance that I might not be making videos for a split second, not too long, because I'm really trying to go hard with this. But now that the NFL playoffs are around, you guys know if you follow my channel that I am a true collector, and when the playoffs comes around, it's the best time to see what's going on and get into your research study type mode, because this is when boys become men. You could get all them yardage and all them touchdowns during regular season, but if you get knocked out in the wild card round, even if you get knocked out in the first round of the playoffs, which is really the second round, even if you get knocked out in the conference championships, probably the only ones that really get the true respect are the two winners, which is the NFC champion and the AFC champion. And then still, really, there's only one winner. So whoever wins the Super Bowl, everybody kind of gets like almost like a hit on their resume. Is crazy that a guy can make it all the way to the final game and that's bad. Like they take a hit because they lost. But the Super Bowl, the championships, that's where the glory is. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. But I give a lot of respect to the people who make it even to the conference finals in both football and um basketball, and even the baseball players when they make it to the World Series, all that. But you got to give props to them to even make it to the game before the last game, because you got to think about it. The football is crazy. Football, you could go 8-10, creep into the playoffs, and if you win 4 games in a row, you're a Super Bowl champion. Now, if you win 16-0, which means you're the best team in the league, you gotta go 4-0. You gotta go 20-0. That's what happened to Tom Brady when New York had to slap him up twice. but only once he was 16-0, and then went 3 wins in the playoffs. So he was 19-0 when he ran. Tom Brady and the Patriots were 19-0 when they ran into the Giants, and the Giants handed them their first loss of the season in the Super Bowl with the Eli Manning David Tyree play at the end of the game. You already know Eli Manning. I never thought Eli Manning would be better than his brother, but he's not stat wise, but historically he is, because he won those 2 rings. The second ring that Peyton Manning won was a. I don't like to do the asterisk thing with that, because he managed them all the way through to the end, and that's very hard. Without a skilled quarterback doing what Peyton Manning did, they wouldn't have made it. They would have lost. They wouldn't have won the Super Bowl. They were lucky to have a guy that it's a quarterback genius. That's like a Jordan of quarterbacking. Like, so, but Eli Manning went to town. He not only we were at 8th seed, we beat the Patriots. They would have been 20-0 if they beat us. We put an end to that. Even though I'm gonna give the Patriots one thing, man. When you 19-0, you gotta win 20 in a row. That's like a record. You know what I mean? Like that's like the Oakland Athletics. I don't know if they still hold the record, but Moneyball with Brad Pitt. That's what that movie's about. The Oakland A's. He decides to follow Jonah Hill's character in the movie's system of analytics, and they go on a 21, 22 game win streak. It's the longest in baseball, at least at that time. And um um so what they were trying to do is not just win the Super Bowl, they were trying to win 20 in a row. That's hard. It's a lot of pressure, but we came and we conquered. That's it. So what I'm gonna do for you guys, that if you guys are like thinking about, the one thing about collecting is your dollar doesn't ever perish. So like if you go shopping and you're going shopping for cards, it's not like if you went shopping for food, or you went to like if you went to shopping for clothes, or you went to Chili's, which that money will never be retrievable. If you go shopping for collectibles, you can unload them one day and get your money back. That's not the same thing with hardly anything. Matter of fact, what's the crazy thing about the collectibles is that if you are nasty at picking, you're gonna make money. You gotta pick right. Even with the Funko Pops, the pop culture, the dolls, that even has to do with knowing that Goonies is a classic. Like, one of the first times I noticed the Funko Pops was worth money when I seen the Goonies. They weren't even exclusives. They hadn't even really been doing a ton of exclusives yet. And Chunk and Sloth were $40 and $50. And the regular ones were sold out. And this is like 11 years ago, 13 years ago, something like that. Oh, Jaden wasn't even born. It's longer. It's like 15 years ago. So, but what I'm gonna do for you guys is, since we're headed into the NFL championships, and we still have 8 teams left, I believe. I know Jordan Love knocked out the Cowboys. I know Jalen Hurts. That was another mind boggler. It's crazy because it's happening. Like the Cowboys were supposed to win and they lost, and then the Eagles were supposed to win and they lost. And well, but here anyway, this is what I'm gonna do for you guys that maybe you're thinking about collecting. What I'm gonna do is say the hottest football names you could collect right now, and not spend an arm and a leg, because it's obvious that Joe Burrow had a bad year, but it's obvious that guys like Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow was good enough to go all the way up, but he's sliding a little bit right now. But Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, they're a little expensive. Lamar Jackson. So like I'm not really gonna name those guys, or if you hear them, just know that you're gonna have to come out your pocket. See, Patrick Mahomes is highly collectible, but he's already peaked. So now you gotta hope he goes even further, like he got 2 rings already. In order for the price he's already at, he would have to win maybe another. They'll go up, like buying Patrick Mahomes, who has a Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson's been an MVP. I forget who some Flacco has a ring. Um, who else? Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, man, that was horrible. The Marshawn Lynch thing. Oh my God. Marshawn Lynch, if you out there, I felt your pain. I couldn't believe that call for them to throw at that situation. They should have given the ball to the tank to pump it. How would they say? Punch it through. That was like one of the most stupidest things ever in football history when Russell Wilson was going for his second Super Bowl with the Seahawks, and they decided to throw instead of giving it to Marshawn Lynch to punch it in. I'm here right now saying that I don't want nobody to ever forget Marshawn Lynch. And I know some people say that he's, like rough around the edges, like, you don't know what these people go through. He looks like, he just wants to, like, handle what he got to handle and get back to his family. There ain't nothing wrong with that. And for them not to let him punch that in, man, that wasn't your fault. And like I said, I don't think Marshawn Lynch will ever see this. Marshawn Lynch will ever see this, but that wasn't your fault. They just like, what's crazy in that Super Bowl when you lost. Not I'm talking to Marshawn Lynch, but like I said, I don't think he'll ever see this. But when Marshawn Lynch was supposed to be given that opportunity, when they lost, he was the only one that didn't look like a loser, and I'll leave it at that. So, but anyway, if you're planning on grabbing football players right now, or Brock Purdy's another one that you missed out on, CJ Stroud, you better hurry up. He's still not astronomical prices, and they're over here like, he looks like Dan Marino, because he's a rookie and he's doing this type of stuff. Oh no, Jordan Love is another one that you better hurry up. So but anyway, on the list, Brock Purdy, if you could get that Prism rookie for a decent price, you might want to grab that. He's looking real special. Josh Allen, you're gonna have to come out your pocket for his Prism rookie. Always, if you could get a PSA 9 close to the raw version in price, just get the PSA 9. Don't buy a raw version of the card when there's a PSA 9 for only $3 or $4 more. Like it costs like $10 just to get it graded or something. Or like it depends. If you send in bulk, you could find a way to get it cheaper per card. But getting it graded is like, I can't say it's hard because I haven't made my attempt yet, but they make it seem like they don't even accept admissions at times and all sorts of nonsense I don't want to deal with. So, but Lamar Jackson, Brock Purdy, and Josh Allen, but they're expensive. All right, look, let's just do it like this. If you willing to come out your pocket, Brock Purdy, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. With Joe Burrow, you might want to wait because during the off season he might go down. Okay, now people that are absolutely cheap or still a little underpriced that you could grab right now, and you're always taking a chance because they could get injured or they could just start having a hard time in the league. But the best people in the world right now, I'm a name to you in football, in the NFL. Like I said, the first ones are the ones that are super expensive. Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Brock Purdy, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert. Now, here go the guys that you still are attainable. Well, Tyreek Hill is a little expensive, but Jared Goff, Jalen Hurts. As a matter of fact, Jalen Hurts is another one you might want to wait right before the NFL season starts because I have a feeling he's going to come down a little. So, but CJ Stroud, Kyron Williams, whoa, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. If I'm correct, yes, he's a running back. He was the best running back in the world last year. And he's not worth you could get autographs right now. When a person is that great, autographs go through the roof. If you could catch a guy that you think is gonna be like a Pro Bowler or a Hall of Famer, ahead of time, grab him. Kyron Williams destroyed it last year. James Conner, another running back, I believe. David Montgomery, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's gonna cost you. David Montgomery, Derrick Henry, Bijan Robinson hasn't went up yet. You could still grab him. Travis Etienne is still fair prices. James Cook, DeAndre Swift, Najee Harris, Joe Mixon. Yeah, Joe Mixon. Everybody I just named is attainable for a very good price, and I can only see them going up. The only thing that would stop these players are injury. All right, now we go on to the receivers because the first ones are quarterbacks, but I didn't name a ton of quarterbacks. There's other quarterbacks that you might want to look out for. I'll tell you them because I got them right there also. But, and Breece Hall. Breece Hall is definitely like underpriced. You could get his Prism rookie for like $1.50 right now. And these even I'll tell you right now, Brandon Ayuk, you could get his Prism rookie right now for $3 raw. That's insane. So yeah, if you're gonna buy running backs, those are them. I say them one more time. Kyron Williams, James Conner, David Montgomery, Derrick Henry you're gonna pay money for. Bijan Robinson, Saquon Barkley, you're gonna pay a little money for. Breece Hall, Travis Etienne, James Cook, DeAndre Swift, Najee Harris, and Joe Mixon. Those are the running backs. Now we're gonna go on to the receivers. Now the receivers, there's quite a few. There's like one oh sorry. There's like one or two that I left out. I left out Justin Jefferson just because like that's a no-brainer. And the crazy thing is he's still affordable. And he got knocked out quick. The Kirk Cousins and him were looking good. So when they got knocked out, there's a chance that, you'll be able to get him in the offseason for a decent price, Justin Jefferson. But here go the premium receivers right now. Justin Jefferson I left out, but y'all already know. And then it goes CD Lamb. Thank God he came back. And Dak Prescott went off at the end of the year. So did CD Lamb. And Tyreek Hill, of course. But you're going to pay for Tyreek Hill. Get Amon-Ra St. Brown before he goes up. I'm trying to tell you guys. Brandon Ayuk. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Nico Collins is CJ Stroud's main weapon right now. Stephon Diggs for Josh Allen. Devontae Smith. Christian McCaffrey's a running back. You're going to have to come out your pocket for him. All right, and then right now, I've already collected the last couple of years of basketball, but I'm just letting you know right now, Scoot Henderson, Brandon Miller, and even Victor Wembanyama are good prices. Victor Wembanyama's a little overpriced, but maybe not. He's doing something that he's looking crazy, bro. There hasn't been a guy that shot straight up the minute they came out since. Oh man, who's the Stephen Curry? Who after Stephen Curry? It took a while for James Harden to go up. Who's some of the more premium? Jokic, it took a while for Jokic to go all the way up. People had a good shot at Jokic for a while. Giannis, they had a shot at for a while. But these names that I'm saying are the people you could grab before they go up. So I'm gonna even leave anybody out. The ones that are really a steal right now, Jared Goff, James Conner, David Montgomery, Bijan Robinson, Breece Hall, Travis Etienne, James Cook, DeAndre Swift, Najee Harris, Joe Mixon, CD Lamb is still affordable. Tyreek Hill is not, but you might want to still invest in him. He's the greatest thing I've seen since Megatron, which is Charles Johnson. For any of you guys that don't know, the other receiver from the Detroit Lions, he's retired right now. He's what Amon-Ra St. Brown aspires to be. Tyreek Hill is the closest thing I've seen to Charles Johnson. You know, going back to like Randy Moss and Keyshawn Johnson and Jerry Rice even. So, Brandon Ayuk, Nico Collins, these guys are all still affordable. Stephon Diggs, Prism rookie is like $10. And for the work he's put in, that's not too expensive. These guys out of nowhere, something happens like a Super Bowl, you know, a couple of amazing plays, you know, a punt return, 2 punt returns. I didn't even know that they had took out field goal returns. That's pathetic. I can't believe they did that. But okay, I'm gonna go one more time from beginning to end, then we're gonna end this video. Everybody you could invest in right now that's inexpensive, including the rookies from the basketball season this year. Jared Goff, Kyron Williams, James Conner, David Montgomery, Bijan Robinson, Breece Hall, Travis Etienne, James Cook, DeAndre Swift, Najee Harris, Joe Mixon, CD Lamb, Amon-Ra St. Brown, AJ Brown, Brandon Ayuk, Nico Collins, Stephon Diggs, Christian McCaffrey is expensive. I didn't mean to say him. And then in the basketball rookies right now, Brandon Miller, Scoot Henderson, and the Amon twins are inexpensive. The Thompson twins actually are inexpensive, and I believe they're all worth buying, especially at that number. Victor Wembanyama, you're going to have to make the decision if you want to come out your pocket a little bit, you know. And that's it. I'm gonna holler at you later. Like I said, the videos might slow up just a little bit because I got a little research to do before I make my little picks to throw up in the collection. And yeah, if you guys are smart and examine some of the players on eBay that I mentioned and check out some of their autographs or their Prism rookies or even their silver Prism rookies, you know, you can make money. The best people to go for right now that I believe you can make money with is guys like Jordan Love. You know, Jalen Hurts, even though he went out like that, he's not what he's supposed to be price-wise. I would also say Bryce Young is going to come out of nowhere, you know, and who's another one that's crazy? Like David Montgomery and James Conner, Brandon Ayuk, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Nico Collins, all these guys, Breece Hall, these are all guys that are worth peanuts, and they're putting up Pro Bowl numbers for sure. And you could check the stats. And let me tell you right now, real quick, because I told you I wanted to tell you about the passing players for the 2023-24 NFL season who did the best during regular season as far as quarterbacking. We're going to go by QB rating because they go by yardage, but I don't like that because you can have a lot of yards and still stink it up. Interception-wise, attempts, completions. So let's go by QB rating. That, in my opinion, is the best one. All right, we're going to go start at number 1. The highest QB rating to the second QB rating to the third, so on and so forth. Number 1 in QB rating, Brock Purdy for the year. Number 2 in QB rating for the year, Dak Prescott. Number 3 in QB rating for the year, Josh Allen. Number 4, Lamar Jackson. Number 5, Justin Herbert. Number 6, Matthew Stafford. Number 7, Kirk Cousins. Number 8, Patrick Mahomes. That's crazy. He's 8 in QB rating. Jordan Love came in 9th. Tua came in 10th. Jared Goff came in 11th. 12 was Jalen Hurts. The crazy thing is CJ Stroud was 14th. I don't even know who Gardner Minshew and I know who Geno Smith is, but Gardner Minshew, I just heard of him. He played 17 games and threw for 3,300 yards. You might want to check out Gardner Minshew because that's special if he's not been in the league long. You know, Trevor Lawrence is a good quarterback that has a shot at coming up, and Baker Mayfield, you know. But I just named to you the cream of the crop. You want to know something? Joe Burrow made it to the Super Bowl in his first year. In QB rating, he's number 19. That's pretty bad. Once you get under like I would say 15, you're a little bit in trouble. So right now, Trevor Lawrence, Baker Mayfield, Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray, Justin Fields, Sam Howell, they're all like people I wouldn't really entertain too much. And out of the guys that are doing good that at this moment are still cheap, CJ Stroud, Jalen Hurts, you could get Tua Tag, I call him because I can't pronounce that last name. I gotta learn it. Jared Goff is insanely cheap for the work he's done. You know, those are guys that you could get for peanuts and they should go up. And then Brock Purdy, I bought him for $10 and now he's 50. So unless you want to pay $50, I don't know. Lamar Jackson, I came out my pocket. I for the Lamar Jacksons I paid about $50, $60 and I only got like two or three. Because I don't like buying them when they already go up that high. I try to get them when they're at like $5, $10.